and welcome back to Harriet's Custom Computer Art Plus. Today I'm going to just be showing you some quick tips on how you can create your own clip art from things you find on the internet. Also, how to turn them into your own or to make your own SVGs. I just have a few quick things I'm going to show. I had a request. I've actually had a few requests about diamonds and denim. I guess it's a pretty popular theme. And so I was just going to show you today some quick ways that you can create some items. You could actually do this with any theme, with any pattern, but just to give you an idea of rather than always, having to depend on buying items from other people, you can create your own graphics really easily. I was trying to find some of the clip art that I used previously for this this setup in denim and diamond that I put together, and I don't know, I didn't save it, I guess. Sometimes I'll just make something like as a gift bag set or something, and I won't save it. So because you can pretty much always go back and recreate things, but I was just going to show you how to quickly even make your own clip art from things you find on the internet. And I'll show you some of the things. I just went on the internet and typed in high-heeled pump clip art black, high res, and I got this. I cropped it out, as you can see. This is a heart that I made, I don't know how many years ago. I searched on Google for high res diamonds, and I found this one as a round diamond, and then I just cut it into the heart shape by using the cut out of picture with the cookie cutter shape. Got the heart, shaped it the way I wanted it, and then cut out the middle round of a diamond to make this diamond heart. Or you can look up heart diamond, and you can find a white heart diamond, and then you can cut that out and use that as well. So and then with this, all I did was add in the sparkle right here in the top corner, and I put this gold rim around it, once again very easily by going to paint and color effects. Let me make a blank shape so that you can see how I did that. I'll make a blank shape, doesn't matter what color. Go to paint and color effects, fill with the gradient. Click down a couple of times on the slider here. They have these gray bars. Then click down a few times in style. Click on this one that has the rays, and it makes you this shimmery border. Next, all you would do is go and cut out by go to cut out in picture, cut out of picture with the cookie cutter shape, choose the heart. I guess I'm showing you in this one how it's done. And you would just make your heart shape. I'm going to put it in the middle of this diamond. Hit next and done. I'm going to drag it over here. And once again, I'm gonna center that in the middle. Now first, before I go back to cut out in picture, I'm going to put a shadow around that because I wanted to give it some definition when I put the gold edge around it. So I just click on it, go to special effects, add a shadow. I chose a soft shadow. Boy, that's a tongue twister for me today. I chose a soft shadow, just enough to differentiate it from the background. Hit done. You can also adjust that shadow by making it softer or the edge harder. Now I'm going to click on the gold behind it, go to the same thing, cut out in picture, cut out of picture with the cookie cutter shape. Choose the heart again, superimpose it over the heart that I have with the diamond in it, drag it out a little bit around that edge, hit next, done. put a shadow around that, and you have a diamond accent that you can use over and over again. I'll get this one out of the way because I don't need that one anymore because now I have it in a joined piece. Then for the sparkles, you can either make those with flattened circles, or I found a sparkle just that I looked up online. Let me see if I can find it right quick. I'm gonna I have a folder I have under Party Masters, and yeah, I think it was this one. I just found this on the internet. I'm going to go to cutout and picture, cutout of picture by color selection. Choose whichever one you want. Hit next and done. And then I'm just going to drag it. Oh, I left my heart over here. I left my heart. Okay, so I'm going to go and grab the sparkle from what I just cut it out of down below. Drop it in this picture. And like I told you, whenever in a lot of videos, if you bring an item into a work page that you're working on, and then you don't have those quadrant markers and it's not letting you move it, all you do is open up any feature, don't make a change, and close it, and all of a sudden those quadrant markers are back, and you can resize it. So I can resize this and just drop it on this corner. I can brighten it up a bit by going to Paint and Color Effect, change the color, and then just click on up a few times on this dark light or brightness button. And as you can see, it makes it start to sparkle if you want to keep a little of that gray definition that was around it in the original. And now you have a sparkle, and you just want to place that on somewhere where it would actually be a bright spot. So right there is a bright spot, but it wouldn't be that big. And there you go. You have a sparkly heart to use over and over again. And I'll just group those together. Now, I'm going to move that out the way for now. And what I did, this is a different one that I made, like I said, a while back. So you have two options to choose from here. And all I didn't even crop this out of this background. What I did was I did crop the black edge from around here just by going to cut out of picture with the cookie cutter shape, because if I crop it out just like it was, it would have pulled out the shoe and this edge. So I'm just going to zoom in a bit so I can get to this. And this is something you can do with any pattern that you find that you want to use for any type of party. If it was a pink party, you could do this with like a pink Saturn, a pink satin sheet, or um, pink diamonds, whatever the case may be that your theme is going to be in. If you were doing like a barbecue scene and you wanted this pump to be in a barbecue style, you could pull up one of those red and white gingham, square of red and white gingham off of the internet, and you can drop that in there and make it a pump. You know, maybe you're having a upscale barbecue. So it's up to you. The possibilities are literally endless. So now I'm going to delete the back one, so all I have is a shoe. And I would have done a better job of cutting this off, but I'm trying to keep this video short. So I'm going to go to cutout by cutout and picture, cutout of picture. This time I'm going to go to by color selection, and I'm just going to pull that black out of there, hit next and done. Delete the background so you'll know what you're working with. And now I have this open. Whenever you're going to pull a picture in to fill another picture, it needs to be on its own page. So I have it right here on its own page. I also found a sheet of rhinestones, and I cut those out. These were kind of big, so I made it a little smaller by putting two together and cutting that out. And I'll just show you how quickly you can change this. So if I wanted to change this, let's say I was doing denim and diamond and I wanted this to be diamond, all diamond, I would just click on that object. I've already cropped it out. Go to cutout and picture, fill cutout or picture, click on the apple, which means with the picture, and then I could either drag up that rhinestone sheet and resize it, move it around so that it's a more round rhinestones in this thin area of the stiletto heel, so that it looks like it could actually be um, on the heel. Then put a shadow around it. You can drop it down a little bit. It even gives it the impression that there's a shoe bottom here instead of just a flat shoe. It gives it that depth. And then I can add my heart to that. Let me bring it to both my hearts to the top level. So I can add my heart to this shoe if I wanted to. Drop it right there. I can add more of a shadow to it so it could stand out more. So I'll go to shadow, special effect, add a shadow, which is the second choice, and then just pull it out a little more so that it's more pronounced since it's on a rhinestone background. Or for the denim shoe, I did the exact same thing. I just clicked on the shoe that I wanted to change, went to cutout and picture, fill cutout or picture with a picture. I pulled up that web page that still had all the black around it, and all I did was just resize it so that it could fill in that page, because you can shrink or resize it so you can get just the portion of the picture that you're trying to add to the item. So I think I pulled it to about right there, hit done, and then I added a diamond to the heel, and all of a sudden I had a nice diamond accent that I could use. Add a shadow once again. I had a nice diamond accent that I could use on treats or any other items. Now with this one, I was going to, because I'm going to actually do this set so that I can, because I wanted to do an updated version of my expanding favor bag that I created. Um, it's basically just a fan fold on the sides of two pieces, but it expands and it's a favor bag. So I'm going to do an updated version of the expanded favor bag that I came up with whenever I started making party supplies. I think it was about a year ago. And so I'm making all these elements in advance, and then I'm going to show step by step on how to do the expanding favor bag updated version. So this is what I'm trying to remake pieces for, since I don't remember where I got these graphics, or I know some of them I put them together, but I just found them somewhere on the internet and changed them to how I wanted them to look. So I'm going to make this pretzel bag. So I found just another, I just typed in, I always type in, start any search when you're looking for graphics with high res, so you'll always get the highest resolution, and there will still be some crappy ones in there, but with this one I also save this page so that you can see when you pull up a picture and it blows up when you click on the little pictures, and it blows up where it's this big on the page. It could even be a little smaller than this, and I'm judging like you're actually on the full page, so it would blow up to about this size. If that graphic blows up to about this size and it looks pretty clear to you, it's a good chance that you could put that even on one of your banners, one of your, those 5 by 5 foot or 8 by 10 foot banners that you make for your party and drape your curtains around. If it blows up to this big on the page, it's a pretty good chance it's going to blow up great to any size you want to make it, banner or just for your treats. So let me get back to what I was doing. I'm trying to just fit a lot of tips into this video, but still try to keep it kind of short. So now I want to do this zipper, but if I'm using this blue denim, I want everything to be this blue denim. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out. I'm going to leave the seam here, and I'm just going to cut all of this part out. So I'm going to go to cut out of picture, because I'm going to test it to see if I can easily cut it out by color selection. If I can, then I'll keep that. Now when I clicked it, you see it took out all this, and I don't want all that taken out. Instead of leaving it on 2 here, I can drop it down to 1 and see what that does for me. And that actually does work a little better. Now, and because that last drag pulled in the part I don't want again. I'm just going to do undo last action so it leaves that out again, and I'm going to drop this down to 0, and now I'm going to get the rest of, and as you can see, it picked up more. So I'm going to undo that again. I'm going to restart it. I'm going to just clip out what I can clip out using 1 without taking out too much. And then I'm going to drop it down to 0 and click in some of these other areas. If I can't get them all out, then I will go to my other option, which you just click on the back arrow, and I'm going to go to tracing on my own. So now I'm just going to zoom in, and I'm just going to trace myself along this sewn edge, and I'm just dragging because this curves. If it was a straight line, you would just click once at the top and pull it straight down to make your straight lines, like if I was cutting here. But since I'm cutting around a curve, every time it curves more than my line, I'm going to click so that I can keep this curve. And every time you click, it releases your cursor so that you can move it to the next spot. And you see it doesn't take very long. If you make a mistake before you click again, hit back arrow and then just start it again, because all I want is to keep the denim section, because I'm going to change it to something. I'm going to change it to a different denim. So I'm just going to keep going along this side. And as you can see, for the straight area, I just click at the bottom, and then I'm going to click up here to where it begins to curve, and then that's when I'll start releasing my cursor by clicking and releasing and moving it to keep it in the curve. So I'm just going to finish that up. And meet up with my flag, click it so it turns yellow. I can make any adjustments I need, like right here. I want it to come down exactly on this top edge. So I'm going to click, it turns pink, and I'm just dragging it to where I want it, that line. Now now that I have what I want, I'm going to click it again, hit done. And I don't think I cut the white out of here as yet. So all I'm going to do is swap this out. I can delete this at the bottom. I have the zipper that I want. And now I can drag this denim up from the bottom, because I want all my denim to be in the same color scheme pretty much. And this time I'm going to cut this out as a square or a rectangle. I think I'll just go ahead and leave it as a rectangle. And since I'm going to be using this over and over again, I can save it on this page, or I can send it to a new page. I'm going to send it to a new page so I won't have to crop out the background again. And then I can just save this as denim square or denim rectangle, and I can use it over and over again. So I'm going to go back up to the project that we're working on. I think it was this one. Yeah. And I'm going to delete that from the front, but I'll drag this one up. I'm going to click here on the right hand side, drag it down one layer, and then I'm going to put it right where the other one was. Resize it. I don't have to make it that big, just to the bottom of the zipper. And the reason why I didn't cut out that white is because I'm going to turn that into my pretzel and paste it here. Now I could either delete this white area and just pull this up behind there, or I can turn this white area into its own cutout by going to cut out of picture by color selection, clicking in that white area, hit next and done. Make sure you take the check mark out of here if this is the first time you're using the software today. Otherwise, it would put it in a different picture. Hit done, and then I can click on that picture. I'm going to move my pretzels to a new picture and save it because I might make pretzel something that needs pretzels again. So I'm going to go back to my zipper and I can delete this one. Actually, I'm going to drag this to the back because I'll show you the other way that you could have done it as well. That's easy also. So I'm going to click on this piece, go to cutout and picture, fill cutout or picture with the picture, and then drag the pretzels up from the bottom. So now it looks like you have some pretzels bursting out of the bag. While I was in there, I could have resized these to make them larger pretzels. So let me do that. Go to cutout and picture, fill cutout or picture with the picture, drag the pretzels up, and just like I showed you before, you could enlarge them. You can make them Bavarian, look like Bavarian pretzels, or you can leave them small as mini pretzels. So that's one way you can do it. Hit done, and you have it that way, or you can delete that. You can go to cutout and picture, cutout of picture by color selection, choose that white area again, choose next, but this time instead of keeping the white area, click on select opposite area, click done, and now if I bring my pretzels up a layer here, I can drag them into the picture. Let me drag it up one more time because I need it right under the one we just made. And as you can see, we can drag it in that way too without having to go through going through the cutout and picture and pulling the picture in, changing the shape to a picture. You can actually just cut the shape out, make it blank, and pull your pretzels in. Now if you wanted to make any of these into an SVG, let's say you wanted to make this one into an SVG. I've already cropped it out, but I'll add a background there just to show you how you would need to do it to change it to an SVG. So let's say I had a background on here that I had previously saved this as a JPEG, or you just cut and pasted a picture into picture that you needed to work on and change it to what you wanted it to be. And now you'll see when I go to cutout and picture, cutout of picture, you would want to cut that background out first. So I'd cut that background out, hit next, select opposite area, and the reason why I did that, it's easier to cut out this white as a solid color than to pull the shoe out. So if you have a solid background like white or any color that really contrasts with the object you're trying to keep, choose the background first. So you'd go to by color selection, choose the background that you want to cut out, and then once you hit next, it gives you the option of selecting the opposite area because you already know the part that's bold is what you'll be keeping and the part that's in shadow it's what will be cropped away. So you would want to, if you were just pulling out this white background, now you want to go here to select an opposite area, and now you'll be keeping the shoe. So hit done. Delete the bottom picture, which I'm not going to because I want to keep it, but I'm just going to hide it for now. So you're going to go to File, Save As, and instead of choosing SVG, this one you're going to save it as a PNG, which is Portable Networks Graphics. If you're saving an item and you want that background not to be there, you're going to save it as a PNG so that you can take it into Cricut or Silhouette and it will respond just as if it is an SVG because in essence that's exactly what it is. I hope this has been helpful to you. If I went too fast or if you want me to explain any one of these things in more detail, just leave me a comment and I'll do that. Like I said before, I take requests, so if there's something you'd like to know how to make that you think I can help you with, feel free to suggest it or put it in the comments requesting it, and I will do my best to make a tutorial to show you how to do that. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please click a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. And if you want to be notified the minute I have up new tutorials, click on the bell and you'll be notified as soon as I have new tutorials uploaded. I'll see you next time.